So Mohbad's wife has spoken again after pleading a couple of days ago for people online to stop bullying her and her child because of the DNA test that Papa Mohbad has been requesting for. This time, Wunmi is telling us that she's not going to do any DNA test, and nobody can do her anything, because when Mohbad was alive, he never denied his son. He never for once had doubts that Liam was his son, and that nobody can force her to do a DNA test. If you want a DNA test, get a court order. She will bring the kid, then they do the DNA test. But at this point, she doesn't care. Whatever happens to Mohbad's body, she doesn't care, because she's tired of the bullying and all, and the threatening messages she has been getting. She's tired. And she's not going to do any DNA test that the public wants her to do.
It is none of your business. But now I'm saying it boldly that as little as I am the mother of my child. And none of you all, I repeat, none of you all has any right to tell me to do DNA except I wish to do it. Liam will never be a victim like his father. I promise you all that. Liam will never be a victim like his father. He will be a victory. A minimum patient is Yahweh. I'm not telling you for 7 days. And he, that's your long or Bami. Change only Betami, don't bet me that's your and you're my lower last from blogger. So now Pia Moye, at our Kuya, or Kui Toto, what by him car, and no little to your no sorrow, that's what Bami. So I bet to your door, and no man, not by Legalua.
So that's Wunmi you just heard, and according to her, this time she's tired. She's tired. This time it's just her and her son that she's going to be fighting for. When her husband was alive, nobody came forward to say they are demanding for a DNA test. So why now? Why now that he's dead? And that it was her husband who was the first man that she ever had intimacy with. She has never been with any man apart from her husband. So people calling for the DNA test are kind of funny, because all this, Liam is Mohbad's son. Mohbad never had any doubts about his son when he was alive. Why is Papa Mohbad asking for a DNA test now that his son is in the morgue? She claims she's not going to do it. She's not going to do any DNA test. She's tired of the bullying, the threatening messages she has been getting, especially from Papa Mohbad. And this time she has had it up to here. She's tired. So therefore, if you want a DNA test, get a court order. She's not going to do anything about it. And for Papa Mohbad saying that he's only going to bury Mohbad, and he's not going to bury Mohbad unless Wunmi conducts the DNA test. Wunmi claims she doesn't care. Anything Papa Mohbad wants to do with his son's body, that is his choice. He can do it. Because it seems this man is very happy with the way people are bullying his grandson online. According to Wunmi, Papa Mohbad sees Liam as a competition just because of properties of Mohbad. We all know this man has started wearing the designer clothes of his son, and anytime he's been asked, the excuses he gives is that he is the same size as his son. And I keep saying this, maybe I don't know, in Yoruba culture, maybe I don't know, but what I know is that once a kid dies, if the parents are alive and he has younger siblings, they inherit stuff like that, like his clothes, his jewelry. The parents don't inherit those things. You can't wear your son's things when he's dead, when he has not been buried. Maybe I don't know. Somebody should educate me in the comment section. But I think Papa Mohbad wearing Mohbad's designer clothes when his son is still cold in the fridge, has not been buried, still cold in the fridge, is not right. Bullying his wife and then his son, and then calling on other people to also do so, because in certain chats of Wunmi, she claims that Papa Mohbad has hired certain influencers to also bully her, just like the way he has been doing. And she's tired of it, because you bullied the husband. The husband was bullied before he died. And I'm sure wherever Mohbad is, wherever his spirit or his ghost is, this guy is not resting. This guy might be crying. How can one person suffer whilst alive and then suffer after death? And not just from anybody, but from his own family. It's now been alleged that Papa Mohbad has joined forces with the people that were bullying his son, and now bullying his wife and then his the grandchild. People are now asking Wunmi to just cut everybody off after the whole investigation, because we all know Mohbad's autopsy will be ready in 3 weeks' time, something that was supposed to take a couple of days or a week. The authorities are claiming it to take 3 weeks. Letter came out last week and then they are saying it to be in 4 weeks, but 1 week is over now, so it's going to be in 3 weeks' time. And we are still waiting to know what exactly killed Mohbad, so that justice for Mohbad, the justice for Mohbad that we were craving for, he will finally get the justice that he deserves. And after this whole justice, if Wunmi's hands are clean, I think this young lady, Wunmi is just 24 years. This young lady should just concentrate on herself and then her kid. She should just know that the kid has no grandparents. The kid has no grandparents, because when it got tough, they've all cut her off. Look at what Papa Mohbad is doing, saying unless DNA test is conducted before he will bury his son. This is the same man that hurriedly buried his son in a small coffin. And it took the interventions of Nigerian celebrities and the Nigerians themselves to demand for an autopsy before his body was exhumed again. And now this man, it's been alleged at the moment that Mohbad's body in the morgue, and the man has not buried Mohbad till now because he is soliciting for funds from online. He has been using the death of his son, because if Mohbad is buried, then that is it. He has been soliciting for funds. It's been alleged that he has been soliciting for funds online to build a church and a mansion. These are several messages that Wunmi sent to Gislab at the Faceless blog, and some people are believing it now, because till date Mohbad died in September of last year, 2023, and we are almost in April. Tomorrow is April, and Mohbad has still not been buried. This case is going to be a long one, and I personally feel there's a lot of things involved in this. It's not just Mohbad's justice or anything. I think there's a lot of secrets that these people are not telling us. Because how can one person, justice for Mohbad, it's just been months, and it's just been back and forth. How did justice for Mohbad suddenly turn into a DNA test issue? How did it? If the whole family were one, I think this boy would have gotten the justice that he deserved. But since most of them are for the properties, look at what is happening now. We are fighting. People in the family are fighting this small boy, this young man who doesn't even know. A kid who is not even a year old. You are fighting this kid over properties. A kid who doesn't even know his father, and you are fighting over the dad's properties. This is absurd.